Welcome to Essex County College's Community Education Forum TV series. Now here's your host, Mr. Alfred Bundy.
Welcome to Essex County College Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy, and the Executive Director for Institutional Advancement here at the college. Our first guest today is a Tony Award winner and 4-time Grammy nominee. She is really one of the treasures of the city of Newark. She was raised here in Newark, attended Arts High School, and I'm just honored and delighted to welcome Miss Melba Moore to the forum. Welcome.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Bundy.
Just call me Al.
Mr. Al?
And you and I were talking about some time ago, you and I worked on a commercial that I helped produce, and I was so honored that you helped do that. I think we did it for Governor Christine Todd Whitman. But tell us a little bit about your roots and how you get from New York to here in Newark.
Well, I was born to a single-parent mother who was a professional singer. I named her. Her name was Melba, but her first name was Gertrude. My first name is Beatrice. She was trying to take care of her invalid mother, my grandmother. And so she was gone all the time, and so I was really raised by a nanny. And I think I had two personalities. One, the glamorous one after my mother, because she was always beautiful and she was a performer, so that glamour is the packaging. Yeah. And she was a southern lady, so she was very, very well-mannered.
Like that magnolia flower?
Yes, very beautiful.
Yes.
But the lady who raised me wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And she was, the lady who raised me was an orphan, illiterate, and domestic. So she had no family. I don't even know how she got to New York, probably working for some family. Mm-hmm. She's important not only because I have her spirit and personality is part of it, but I think she's the reason why I got a Tony Award for being a nanny or a maid. Because people thought I had studied acting, but I was just imitating her.
Stay with us for a minute, because you were on Broadway. You certainly came to everybody's attention through Pearlie, the musical, but you also did hair and some other. Talk to us about what you did on Broadway.
Well, I have to start with Newark, New Jersey, which I'm skipping back and forth. Okay. When my mother married my stepfather, Clement Mormon, he was a native Newark, New Jersey idol. I don't know how to say it.
Mm-hmm. Native Newark.
Native Newarker. And he had a full, wonderful family. His mother was still living, so when my mother married him, we moved from New York to Newark, New Jersey. We lived on Rose Street, near South 10th Street. Mm-hmm. So I went to Waverly Avenue Elementary School. But he had a son, so I had my brother Dennis Moorman, a lot of people who were from Newark who know Dennis. Mm-hmm. And he had a daughter, Clementine Moorman. A lot of people will know Clementine, this is my Newark family. And we had two more brothers after that, Elliot and Gerard. So I went from being the only child of a broken family, no siblings, no relatives. Really, 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 really broken. No music in the home. I didn't know I could sing until Mother married Daddy, a piano player from Newark, New Jersey. Made us all take piano lessons.
What did like a jazz? Then he played jazz. He was into jazz, right?
Well, he played honky tonk music, boogie woogie, and anything you heard on the radio. He played piano bars. Nice. And he and my mother had a group called the Piccadilly Pipers. So they played clubs that would have small bands. That's how they started. And the band rehearsed in the house. So I had a live band in my living room. I went from being with nothing and nobody to everything and somebody.
By the way, he played many, many, many years.
Yes. Clement Mormon was a very, very, very prominent citizen of Newark, New Jersey, but he was also a gentleman. He was a wonderful father. He's incredible. He loved music.
Let's go to, you started performing. Talk about your performing career.
Oh, you were talking about hair?
Yes.
Well, we all got great educations. My sister and brother went to South Side. My other brother went to Essex Catholic. But I had discovered music, so I said, no, I don't want to go to public school. I want to go to Arts High and major in music. Mm-hmm. So that was the beginning of me really starting to focus on music. After playing piano, I did for maybe 5 or 10 years.
And so there, that you also ended up at my alma mater, and I think your alma mater at Montclair State.
Yes, I
University.
love Montclair State.
And did you majored in music there?
I majored in music there. I practiced toward the South Side with Dorothy Schneider, incredible music teacher. I don't know if you can Google people back into your history here, but you had some incredible teachers here. And she really inspired me to be a teacher. But after I did that for a while, I said, you know, Daddy, this is what you wanted me to do. I want to be an artist like you and Mother. So that's when you...
You heard the stage calling.
Yes, I wanted to at least try it. I didn't think I could be a star, but I loved being a musician.
No, but you have become you became a star. I mean, you know, matter of fact, I don't know, let me just talk about you were on TV for a while, with a regular show on television for a while. You were on NBC hosting like a morning talk show. You were part of a morning talk show.
It was the morning news.
Yeah, morning news. Then you, like I said, we were in Hair, you were in the Broadway show Pearly. You had hit records. Matter of fact,
I didn't have hit records. I got a hit record now.
You got a hit record now. We got to tell you about that real quick. And here you are, recent honored as a part of the class of 2023 to be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which there's only about 3,000 people in all time who've ever even made or been considered for that. What's this year been like? It's been incredible.
How many people have a star? It's not a lot over all that long period.
Approximately 3,000.
Wow.
But this is incredible. What's this year like then? Talk to me about being on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay, I'm going to try to find words. But I'm going to be redundant and say what everybody else says. Amazing!
And it is.
In a word. I know you don't have all day.
That's okay, but it is amazing.
Because it's not on my radar. Maybe you get ethics becoming a teacher. You see, these are they become what you make them. So it's more than just being, an audience, and you realize that what you share with them helps to shape their lives. And so you kind of stay focused on that, not so much on rewards or what you're going to, how much money you're going to make.
How much fame, wow.
So I was kind of focused on, okay, is my voice right now? So I come from a family with strong ethics, and, mother's always saying, you're looking respectable, and, you ain't showing too much. And so I wasn't thinking about things like Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Not only that, the same year you also right down, not too far from this building, they have named a plaza in front of the Arts High School where you went. In your honor.
I wasn't expecting that either, because I think that happened because I make a concerted effort to keep my relationships here, because most of my family has moved somewhere else or something's happened. So the one way that I keep that is doing community service, and that's essentially with the church. So I'm always coming back doing something with somebody to keep it here, and I think it evolved into a street.
Now I know that your faith and church is a centerpiece. What's that faith? Talk to us about it.
Well, I'm born again. I'm going to try to capsule things, and that means you have an experiences. God comes into your life in a combination of ways to let you know what, I need to let all this go and focus on, why is the sky blue? Let me put it like that. The deeper questions. And now, of course, I'm discovering that not only does God want you to be that way, I think I'm intrinsically like that. Maybe part of it is in my DNA, and maybe part of it is the circumstances that I came into with a broken family, and then having a family. I mean, it's extremely different not to have a father. That's supposed to be the head of the household. And most of the problem that we have is because the family is broken, and very often it's because the man is not there. A woman cannot be a man. And to have that happen at 9 or 10 years old, where you see, instead of the abuse, you see a man sit you down, looking you in your face and tell you, you have to do this because it's good for you, not because I told you so. You catch that in your spirit. I always let my father know, he died at 101 about 5 years ago, and he was able to tell me on his deathbed, lying with me, how special I am to him.
And he was playing music into his 90s, I remember.
No, until he was 100.
Yeah, I remember having a conversation with you at someplace at Symphony Hall, and you said over that story, he was still playing. Share with us, what advice you have for young people, those in the business and maybe those who are not even in it. What do you want young people to think about it now?
That's always I get asked that question a lot, but it's still a very difficult question to try to answer when you don't know who you're speaking to. But I always try to speak to people. The question is usually, what do you want to tell people who want to enter the entertainment industry? But that's one small part of this little tiny universe. So I want to speak to the heart of the person. I want to say, do you have any dreams? Do you know if you have any dreams? I know we're in college level, so you already know you have dreams. But I'm talking broader than that. I don't know how to answer that question. I think one way you can find out what you want to be and who you want to be is to care about other people.
Sure.
And I think one of the things you do at the college level, you teach them how to teach or whatever their vocation is going to be. That's one of the ways that you can learn how to care about other people, and then see a certain side of yourself and try to find out first, am I being a good person? I think that's first.
One or two more questions before we go. One is that you have made lift every voice and sing, well known as the Negro National Anthem. You just brought it to a new level with your video performance, the musical performance. What's that been like? And tell us very quickly all the people that you were able to get involved in this project, because it's just an awesome video that everybody can see. Yeah.
It's pretty old now. We did it back in 1995 or maybe before that. Well, what had happened was I met the incredible Dr. Dorothy Height, who was the head of the National Council of Negro Women.
My daughters remember lifetime.
How incredible an organization that was. But
Something.
I didn't know about the organization, I didn't know about her, but I was watching TV and she was getting an NAACP award. So my goodness, who's this incredible woman? But I found out who she was, took a meeting with her and asked her, could I just follow the organization around and see what they do? And as I was traveling, she said, well, no, you should sing something. Because I wasn't singing, I was just looking. And she said, why don't you sing the Negro National Anthem with him at our prayer breakfast? I said, I don't know what that is. I don't know. No, she said, you don't know your own anthem? I said, no, I'm from New York. We didn't have Black history. So, but I found out what it was. I took it to my record company, Kappa Records, and he got me B.B. Winans, and he got all these people that you're talking about.
And that's so nice. You said you got a hit record out now. You want to tell us about where people can find that, your music?
You go to Amazon.com, of course, where you get everything.
Amazon.com.
But the album is called Imagine.
Okay, nice. I want everybody to Google this woman, look up, check her out. She's been in movies and films with Beyonce Knowles. If you haven't seen Fighting Temptation, make sure you see it. One word best describes Melba Moore. One word best describes Melba Moore.
Only one word? I was going to say smart and funny.
Smart and funny. You chose this for tiny suggestion. You enjoy a good laugh and humor. And we want to thank how much we enjoyed just having you here with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for being here on our show, Melba, and all of you out there. Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back.
Whether it's jump-starting a new career or working toward your degree, Essex County College provides access and opportunities to succeed. ECC offers biology, engineering, computer science, nursing and health sciences, criminal justice, business, liberal arts, supply chain management, and social science in-demand programs. Learn more today about Essex County College. Students first.
Welcome back to Essex County College's Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. Our next guest is an outstanding student from Millburn, New Jersey, who serves as president of our college's chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Please welcome Ms. Samirah Scantling to the forum. Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Bundy. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm just delighted to have such an outstanding student. Tell us a little bit about how you got to come to Essex County College. Tell us how you made the decision to come here.
Well, I knew that I had to continue my education, and when I came to Essex County College for the orientation, I just knew that this was the place.
Okay. And hey, you know, we want you to think that this is your home away from home. So that's nice to hear. And tell me, what is your major?
I am majoring in business administration.
Okay, all right. Now, business administration. Have you had any experience working in a business or had a job that you were doing business-related activities?
Yes, I've been building my own business for the past 5 years now.
Oh, wow. You're an entrepreneur.
I am.
All right, tell us about your business. What does service do you provide?
Real estate,
Okay.
property management, and sales. So the education aspect of it is what I've been working on. And I'm currently a realtor with White Realtors until I branch off into my own.
Your own broker, you're gonna be like your own brokerage firm?
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
so you plan to be a broker. So you now are a licensed real estate agent.
Yes.
All right, so do you give your cards out, let people know if they need to get a place to live, that you're the person?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what you're supposed to do. Hey, you know, stuff like that, all that. I'm glad to hear it. And you've been, how long have you had your license?
I've had my license for 5 years now.
5 years, okay, all right. And is it doing well? Doing good?
Yeah, actually, I started my career with Keller Williams, and I recently transferred to White Realtors in Short Hills.
Okay. Yeah.
And they put me through a program called Power Up, which taught me how to do things the White way.
Right.
And I just got my first listing under White Realtors, so.
So you're on your way to the $1 million round table. So
Right.
That's the goal. Let's go back and talk more about Phi Theta Kappa. What does Phi Theta Kappa do? And what do you like about it?
So Phi Theta Kappa, we recognize academic achievements of students at two-year universities. And we help them to become leaders and give them the opportunity to fellowship with other students on campus and things of that sort.
Things of that sort. Now, as I understand it, PDK is kind of international, am I correct? It's like a very large
Yes.
entity, right?
There are 4 divisions, if I'm not mistaken. We are Division 1, the Middle States region. So outside of New Jersey, we're with Delaware, Pennsylvania, and there's a few other states that we're involved with. But we are Division 1, and our chapter is Alpha Theta Theta.
Now, tell me some of the kind of projects or things that you do.
So this year alone, we've hosted numerous fundraising events to get us to the international meeting, which is going to be in April, by the way.
Where's that at?
In Florida, Orlando, Florida.
Fantastic. Go see Mickey Mouse.
Coming up, we have our college project, which is a big event that we're working on. It is ECC Cares, PTK presents our college project. We are accepting donations to host a pop-up shop here on campus that would allow students to come in and shop for items, clothing items, coats, it's the winter time, hygiene items, but it would be free of charge.
And plus, this is you sharing and caring about the other students.
Right, correct.
Oh, that's very nice. It's kind of like a service,
Yes,
goodwill.
yes.
Like, and at the same time, don't you have some type of project that you have to do for the competition that PTK has or something like that?
So we are working on our Honors in Action project.
Honors in Action.
Yes, Honors in Action. The theme is going to change 2024, but as of now, our theme is play. And we are discovering the Montessori method and seeing how children work using the original Montessori method versus using tablets and iPads to learn.
Right, yeah. Montessori is a whole theory about how we teach and learn, especially young children have open space. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and how they kind of interact with that. Montessori actually has a series of schools, even preschools, that are throughout the United States, including the one here in Montclair. Now, what is your main goal this year for the PTK? Is there any main key things you want to make sure you accomplish during your presidency?
Yes, there is. So During my presidency, my main goal is to get all of the students together and help them to fellowship together and give them opportunities to learn leadership. There's quite a few students who may not know certain aspects of leadership and how to engage with other students, how to present presentations and stuff like that. So my goal as the leader is to assist in any way possible that I can help students get to the next level when they go out into their careers.
Now, before we go, you got to tell everybody about what looks like to be a gold medal. Of course, this is an Olympic year coming up for the whole world. But tell us about that medallion that you have.
So the medallion here is just the PTK emblem, and it just lets you know when it was established in 1918. Our pin here has our logo on it.
Nice.
And the color of my medallion is gold for my presidency, and then you have the vice president who has the white one. So you'll see us around campus with our medallions, and you can distinguish between who is the president, the vice president, and our other officers have a pin. So
nice. Well, you know, you are real champions and excellent students, and we appreciate that because I know you have to have a certain grade point average.
yes,
And you can tell us what that is.
at least a 3.5.
At least a 3.5.
Yes.
Now, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Hopefully, I can be finished with my bachelor's degree and operating my business. I've pretty much, like I said before, used the last few years to go through all the educational steps that was required and the licensing procedures to actually make that possible.
Sounds good. And by the way, you're well on your way. And I want to congratulate you and wish you much continued success. We will be right back. But before we go, take a look at Essex County College's alumni report and meet Faziza, class of 2014. Essex County College made a difference in her life, and she is now making a difference in the world. Check this out. Welcome back to Essex County College's Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. Our next guest is the president and CEO of one of New Jersey's historic landmarks, Newark Symphony Hall. I'm happy to welcome my friend and the leader of all, Ms. Talia Young. Welcome.
Pleasure to be here, Mr. Bundy.
You don't have a lot of time, but could you give us like a brief snapshot of the background and the history of Symphony Hall?
Oh, it's endless. So to be brief, that's extremely hard. But Newark Symphony Hall is an anchor institution of history, of culture, that is embedded in the Arts and Education District of Newark downtown. So we have 200,000 square feet of arts and education space that starts with the core piece is our Sarah Vaughan Concert Hall, which seats 2,800 people, with our newly restored Terrace Ballroom that has 1,200 people. And then 4 more floors of just where arts and black boxes and dance rooms and studios.
But in its history, tell us a little bit about some of the legendary people who have performed there.
Endless. You're thinking about where New Jersey Symphony Orchestra played, and Reginald Lewis expanded access to orchestra and classical music in urban communities. That's his home. You have Sarah Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix. You have jazz greats like Louis Armstrong.
Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett. I mean, the first time what is that group called? It's escaping me right now.
The Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones. The second time they've ever performed in the States, they came to Newark Symphony Hall. So it was part of that Chittenden Circle. Like if you performed at the Apollo in Harlem, you performed at Newark Symphony Hall.
Absolutely. You know, now, people need to know a little bit more about yourself. Tell us about your background, some of your education, and some of your artistic training.
Love of arts, raised in the dance school. Graduated from Hofstra University with a degree in communication and dance. I explored for about 10, 15 years in public policy. Senator Lautenberg, I worked for him. Assemblyman Gordon Johnson, who's now Senator Gordon Johnson, also did some campaign work for President Obama back then. But then that grew me to the finance space of community development banking with City National Bank. So I really took a keen interest in economic development and urban community development, where the intersection of education, development, community services that impact the development of a community. And that's what Newark Symphony Hall has been in the art space.
Tell me this, I know there's a lot of work going on there, like renovations, some construction work. Share with us what's going on.
So we are on a $75 million goal to restore 200,000 square feet of space. And what we're doing is structured a 5-phase approach that really starts from the ground up, going to all 4 of our floors, but really balancing that so we can activate our building through the process. So we started with health and safety. It's an older building, so we have to restore all of those components. But our terrace ballroom, we opened this past June.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's 18,000 square feet of dance, performance. You can hold a summit, a gala, concerts. It's really a multi-use community space, which sometimes has more brand recognition than the Symphony Hall.
All right, the terrace.
Because it's such a community space. This fall, we start on our arts and education lab, which will be located on our 4th floor, and that's about 12,000 square feet of dance rooms, theater rooms, music lessons, sound, and really a gathering place, and more importantly, an access point for arts and education in our communities. We're very excited about that.
You must share with us some of the entertainment programs that you have ongoing. Talk to me.
Yeah, so monthly we have programs that mostly take place in the Terrace Ballroom. The Return of the Peppermint, the famous Peppermint Jazz and Comedy Club. So we have kind of restored that experience.
It's a comedy.
It's funny. About 6 comedians. We're packed every month, about 300 people. So that's really exciting. We have Latin Night with featuring 2 live bands per month. Line dancing, which is that core of community for Newark Symphony Hall. So
You kind of get a real aerobic workout.
Oh, it's no joke. Like, don't think you're coming in to sit down.
Yeah.
You're not. And it's fun, exciting. It allows you to connect with your friends. It's a community gathering place. It happens every month.
And people have their birthday parties there. I've seen it. Talk to me about, they also have the mic program.
Yeah, Night on the Mic. So what Newark Symphony Hall has always been is a platform for new artists, right? And having that exposure and getting that experience. So we're doing the same thing. We have Night on the Mic happens every month. So it just come in, check yourself in, and you can literally, and this month we just started a new live band. So you're gonna have live music components every single time you come to Newark Symphony Hall.
That's so exciting. Now I know there was a new graphic work that was done outside. There was some graffiti. Artists did something amazing. Talk to me about that. And also you had a farmer's market. Share what you did for the community.
So in line with the city's objective to really engage arts and culture in every aspect, on every single wall, we took a 115,000 foot wall and put a mural that really showed the history and the Black history of artistry that happened in Newark Symphony Hall. So we feature about 8 artists from the beginning of the building, Celia Cruz and Queen Latifah, who performed here, all the way rapping to Jimi Hendrix. But it's really showing the art and history that our first stage, which is the Newark Symphony Hall, really played a role in. So with that, we've been activating that alley space, which is on the southern wall of our building, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
It is.
But it tells the story of our history.
Tells the story.
So people can remember our importance of it.
Now, if somebody wants to book an event, they want to have their birthday party, their anniversary celebration, how somebody contact you? What's the information?
Extremely easy. They can go to newarksymphonyhall.org. There's a registration form. There's our contact information. It's a pretty easy process, but we're really excited to feel the feedback of the Terrace Ballroom and really programming that space.
Okay. I can't thank you enough. I'm part of Symphony Hall myself.
Huge part.
And I'm so glad that you were using our organization. Much continued success.
Thank you.
Thank you, Talia. You've been watching Essex County College Community Education Forum. For more information on Essex County College, visit our website at essex.edu. To catch any of our community education forum shows, check us out on Facebook or YouTube. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. We will see you next time.
You've been watching Essex County College's Community Education Forum. For more information on Essex County College, visit essex.edu. To catch any of our Community Education Forum shows, check out Facebook or YouTube. We'll see you next time.